Well, are you guys as excited as I am? I'm in Quartzsite. Yes, Quartzsite, Arizona. I'd show you outside, but it's still dark. It's 5:56 a.m. I've moved from West Coast time to Mountain time. So it's an hour later. So it's almost 6 a.m. And it's the 15th of November, 2024. And it is 57 degrees outside. It's a nice, balmy 85 degrees in here. It's a little harder to control the temperature with my Empire propane heater, but I like being hot. Not hot, but I like being warm. So we're going to talk about, well, first thing I want to talk about, well, it'll come up in the comments, so I will address it as it does. So on the driving video that I did, Judy Jennings said the supplemental insurance company gets paid through your monthly premium. As you get older, the premium will likely increase. Premiums are set by insurance company based on the participating subscribers in that zip code. Okay. I expect all my premiums to go up every year. The A and B premiums went up to $185 this year. So, Judy, thank you. Judy Val says, Quartzsite bound today. That video made no sense. Because what you got when you saw the thumbnail of secure everything and Quartzsite bound today, you got another copy of my positive news video. That was an accident. I just re-uploaded that one. So if you want to watch what was supposed to be there, and what was supposed to be there is, I did a video on all the things that I need to secure inside the travel trailer before I hit the road. It's mildly interesting, but it's also, the second one is correct this time. The incorrect one got, holy crap, it got 364 views. And 31 likes and 11 comments. I'm a little stunned by that. Several of the comments were, what are you doing? You're repeating the video. So mistakes happen. It doesn't, the two video files are together and you click on the wrong one. But after it publishes, you should watch it, Rob, but I think I was out doing stuff by the time it uploaded and published. Well, here we go. Quartzsite bound. Looks like positive news story twice. Take care on your travels. That was Von Dutch. And I said, yes, corrected and re-uploaded. We're beating breast cancer, number 248. Wonderful news, Ken Gray says. And then we have Quartzsite bound today. Duplicate video, Ken Gray. Okay, so people noticed. Ken Gray says, on driving video, looks like you are developing a garment out of reach, possibly hinting that you need to get a new one. I don't know what is a Garmin out of reach thing? Is that a thing or I don't understand. Let me look it up. Garmin out of reach. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't see anything that I Google that references a phrase garment, developing a garment out of reach. I don't know what that means. Help me out there, Ken. What are we talking about there? Okay. So on the driving video, Ken Gray says, you're not directly abutting public grazing land. You do not have to create an outclosure, but you cannot then complain about animals invading your property. Well, what I was talking about are these people in this part of Pahrump are abutting, and they do legally have to create an outclosure. Stacy Jones on your comments. Hi, Rob. Wishing you safe travels to Quartzsite, but with all the talk about you breaking camp and traveling, I was hoping you would go through your breakdown list again. I think well, that was a little late. I can't do it. I would need more notice than that. I think it's really helpful for us to learn about setup and breakdown from somebody with experience. Now, if you go and look at the newer version of the secure everything. That's kind of that's kind of what you're looking for. And that is that published now? It's 6 in the morning. Let's see. I think it is. Yeah, that's published now. So that's releasing today. The youngest TED Talk speaker on positive news is published. And I'm about to punch us quartzsite arrival from Pahrump. So I do the kind of snippets from the trip yesterday from quartzsite or from Pahrump to quartzsite. In a quick run through part of town. And it's looks like it's uploaded and it's checking. So by the time I finish this, it'll probably be published. But I do have to go in there and hit the public key, the public tab. So down the first side, the purpose of tariffs is to bring manufacturing and thus jobs back to America. The welfare recipients dropped dramatically when jobs became available. I'm a little confused by that because there are lots of jobs available now. But I get it that I thought tariffs were to address unfair trade practices. So if you use it to say, hey, you know, they can make this widget for $5 in China and it's going to cost me $20 to make it in the US, and you do a tariff like a 400% tariff or something to make the cost equal to or greater than what I can manufacture it for, then I said, okay, I can manufacture it cheaper here. So let's just go through this logically. Let's say it's a camera and it costs Chinese $100 to make a camera, and I sell it for $200 because I buy it from China. And the reason I do that is I decided China has such cheap labor, and I think this is realistic, it's half the cost of mine. So it would cost me $200 to make it. So you do like 100% tariff on or more on China. So my cost from China becomes equal to or greater than what it would cost me to hire Americans and have a factory here. Well, okay, you do that. Let's say it's a 300% tariff. So the cost goes from $100 to $300. I can make it for $200 and still make $100. So I'm going to make it for $200 and sell it for $3. Make the $100 and hire Americans to do it. Well, the cost of the camera for me as a consumer goes up from $200 to $300. That's inflationary. So I guess I hear what you're saying, but when you walk through the logic of it, when you use a tariff to eliminate low-cost goods overseas so we can make them here, the math doesn't work really well. And I would say maybe it would be worth it if we were desperate for jobs, but what's the employment rate right now? Let's see, current unemployment rate. .1%. That's pretty low. So we're not really desperate for jobs. All right. So I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense, except it doesn't account for rising prices. What I was talking about, something that seems a little bit more reasonable, is on that same example, you do like a 25% tariff. So the cost goes from 100 to 125. And so the seller here goes, well, if I still want to make $100 a unit, I'd have to raise my price from 200 to 225. So they and China, they both have a choice. China can, if he's worrying about competition from other countries, he can say, okay, I'll lower my price by 10, 15 bucks to account for the tariff. And then it's possible the distributor here in America would say, well, I don't want to lose customers, so I'll eat part of that. So the Chinese company and the American company get a little bit less profit. They share the loss, and the consumer doesn't feel anything. I said some balance of that, I think, is likely to happen. So in essence, that would be pretty neutral in terms of it's not inflationary. You'd be paying the same price, but you would be getting taxes into the nation's coffers that, increase revenues. Good for us. Okay. Ken Gray. Driving video. If gas is all you had to remember late, you're doing well. Yeah, I didn't actually forget it. I temporarily forgot it. And your comments video, Ken says, safe travels. Tommy, hope you had a safe trip, my friend. I did. I had a safe trip. I'll get out there sooner or later. Just have to take care of my mom now. All right. You're a good man, Tommy. Alvin Mousseau on bonus video. Yes, another one. Awesome video, he says. Marilyn Decker, quartzsite bound today. George isn't going to be happy. Hopefully he doesn't get car sick. I think she was kind of responding to just the title. Quartzsite bound today, and not the content. I'm so sorry about that. Ooh, it looks like, hang on. The new video, the travel video, is ready to go. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to turn it on. And it's on, it's published. I thought I need a thumbnail. Isn't there a good thumbnail there? There's the thumbnail. Big quartzsite sign with my face in the corner. It says it's saving changes. That's useful, huh? It said saving changes for a really long time. Will it really save the change? Often when it says saving changes for a long time, it'll come back with some kind of error. Sadly. Technology. Anyway, what would happen if I shut that down and went back in and tried it again? Let's go ahead and try that again. Let's put select, save. All right. Let's see. Now on the driving video, Cushman says, why don't you use CarPlay from the iPhone on the head unit in the truck? I don't know. I guess I know what CarPlay is, but I don't. Cushman, you're going to have to tell me exactly what you're referring to, what I should have been doing instead of what I did in that video on that drive. Don't get it. Massage by Arnold on quartzsite bound today. Safe travels, George, Dottie, and Rob. We drove from Central Coast in Santa Maria, California to check out quartzsite. We're here until Friday. I hope we can meet you and your furry babies as well. We'll be back in quartzsite in January for the Big Tent Show. Well, I won't be meeting. Today's Friday. I won't be meeting anybody because I'm working all day today from 8 o'clock to about 6 or 7, unfortunately. I only have a few hours there where I won't have time to go into town. So maybe in January, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a meetup in January. We're beating breast cancer. Randy says, always good and positive news against cancer. Safe travels for you and Dottie and George from Randy on the comments video. And Diane Richards on quartzsite bound today. I just hated that I had the wrong thing on there. Us two, we're currently at a state park 1 hour from quartzsite, all the way from Iowa. We will be there tomorrow for the first time. We're so excited. I made a little something for 4 of our favorite YouTubers we follow, and you're one of them. See you there. All right, Diane. Let's see. Randy. You seem to have a lot on your mind getting ready to leave, which is understandable. Maybe that's on the driving video. I hope your trip was safe. I know you're always happy when you get to quartzsite. Look forward to your videos from there. That's good news. Boy, this heater it's intense. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on. So this is the my after years of trying to figure it out, this is my it's called, the manufacturer's called Empire, and it's designed for indoor use, very clean, efficient propane use. So here, I'll show you what that looks like. See that hanging on the wall? And the heat is intense coming from that. There's a thermostat up there, and after I finish this video, I'm going to go up and take care of that and get it a little bit more reasonable. But it's very efficient. I've had lots of different kinds of heaters to be using off grid, and this one is killer. I got it at RV Lifestyles here in Quartzsite. Let's see. Rose says that's good news. She was responding to the Quartzsite bound today, the old one. She was seeing it was a positive news story, so she was saying something nice about that. We're beating breast cancer. Rose says she likes that one too. Awesome. Rose said tiny infant panda one a few days ago. Cute, just adorable. And breakfast. I had a short on a breakfast I made for myself. Looks young. Breakfast for me, Dad. Sweet baby precious Dottie. Let's see. Montana wife. I just realized I didn't subscribe to your channel. I have remedied that situation. All right, Montana wife. Thank you. Robin Goff. One of my sisters-in-law had a 13-inch mass removed last year. Robot did the surgery. I hope you arrived safely. I did a little thing on robots assisting with surgery. I have a question that I don't remember hearing answered before. What kind of dog is Sadie? She's such a cutie and a lady. She's a mutt. No idea. Everybody has a different opinion about what the mix is, but she's a mutt. As a cancer survivor, this is fantastic news for my survivor sisters. Nathan living our journey, and we are beating breast cancer. It is great news. And enjoying your videos as I consider this for the 2025 season. Now, do you mean next year? Because this is the 2024-2025 season. Do you, Shauna, this is Shauna Lee Lang. Do you mean next year, 25-26, or do you mean you're coming this year? Where do people typically go when the season is over? Well, that depends on what your lifestyle is. If you're a full-timer, you're going to go north in terms of direction or up in terms of elevation, or both. Personally, I will go from here to Pahrump and stay there in March, April, and most of May. And then for the summer, I'll head up to Eagle Nest, New Mexico, in the mountains at like 9,000 feet. So let's reload. On youngest TED, we have one that I just published. I love these type of details you produce. They're amazing, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is a great video series. That's Rogue Soldier, and he's talking about youngest TED Talk speaker. It's the youngest TED Talk speaker ever in Missouri, a 15-year-old. I think she's very inspiring. That is positive news number 249. And that is what he means by the series. I do a positive news story every single day. And that is, I've done it now this morning, 249 days consecutively. So when you see it, you'll see the last part of the title is going to be a pound sign, the number it is, and positive news. So this says, youngest TED Talk, pound sign 249 positive news, meaning the topic is youngest TED Talk, and in the series it's number 249. So if you're interested in seeing old ones, you just go to the positive news playlist and you'll find that. And I'd love to show you outside, but it is still it's 6:15 a.m. dark like it's midnight. So I'll have videos for tomorrow for you so you can see what the campsite looks like and everything. Take care, and I will see you on the next time. I'm grateful for your viewership. Thank you.